being the victorious startup of our life. How do we start our life? We start our life with confidence, hope, belief, or faith. Confidently, I look forward to my life. This means I have enough resources to accomplish my job, resources to attain whatever I wanted. Sometimes I fail. Sometimes I am crestfallen. It will lead to total hopelessness. Sometimes, as luck would have it, I may attain beyond whatever I have imagined. Likely is in our hands that I am able to attain whatever I wanted. It is impossible. With our knowledge, we go to the past, not to the future. All our knowledge is based on the things that we see. It is tactile to our five special senses. Apart from my knowledge, I have some intuition in me. There, beyond my knowledge, beyond my physical abilities to understand, there is something more to it. This I call I am believing certain things are existing beyond my control. So, what is that with you then? Tomorrow is not your hands, not in your hands, it is beyond your control. Today is not in your hands, it is going on already. You have suffered, you didn't want to suffer, but you suffered. What is that you think that belongs to you? And what do you think about your own life? Whether it is in your hands or it is in the hands of something else. It is in the hands of something else. What I am carrying on, and tomorrow is not within me, within my limits of abilities. Yes, if you understand this is truth, then you are victorious. You become humble before the people. You become humble before that one which controls you. What is that one that controls you? Beyond you, something superior to is existing. We have to believe now. More than my conscience that speaks to me about whatever I have been going through is just the luck of my time. As luck would have it, I got certain things in my favor, and as bad luck would have it, I have so many losses in my life. Now, the point is that we have to march towards the victorious future. This is our requirement. Leave the confidence alone. Confidence is about the knowledge that you possess. That knowledge is whatever I had acquired of the evils and of the good in the past. And it was not from my works, it is not from my efforts. It happened just as it would happen with everyone. And tomorrow is not in my hands, we already know. Is not what I am conducting, it is the day is conducting me. Everything is beyond my understanding, beyond my ability, and beyond my efforts. Things are happening in my favor. So, what does it mean by things are happening in my favor? Everything around me is giving me shelter, security about my future. Definitely, that whenever I am having the tranquility, whenever I am having the peace within me, I have full of hopes and belief that things will be all right tomorrow. If I am sad enough, if I am worrying, then my feel is tomorrow is not all right for me. A gloom is awaiting me, and my future is dark. I do not know what to do. Now, the worry and sadness, sorrowfulness, and the defeat of my future in the offing, I am waiting to see. I am seeing it clearly because of my gloom today. What is my life now? Be victorious. I want all that I want to be acquired by not through the hardest effort, but by the loveliest happenings that happened to me without my seeking it. It must come on and embrace me. This is what I want. Your confidence is about your knowledge. The knowledge is not befitting a man, so my confidence. I ignore my confidence from this moment onwards that the confidence will not work for me. However, strongly your knowledge. However, your efforts are day and night. Still, you will be wished by others best of luck. Could have it. You might attain whatever you wanted, you might lose the way that you will be gaining whatever you wanted. This is how I am beginning to understand my life. It's my life. Out of my luck is not my life. God says here in the first verse, chapter 48, surely we have given you a victory that is clear. And it is a victory that is to be attained by you. Clear indication of that victory. This is the first sentence. We have surely given you a victory that is very clear, and the victory will be ever continuing. This is your life, every moment, until we depart. Till such time, you'll be rewarded by the most merciful, by His favor and blessings. You are going to be rewarded every moment of your life. For all your mistakes, you will be forgiven. For all your good deeds, you will be doubly benefited. This is the word of God. So nothing but victory is ordained upon you, is the blessing upon you. Nothing but victory is the promise God has given. We are mentioning now from God, mentioning the name of God. We are going to use the name Allah. Allah means Allahu. There are three parts in it. Al means the, T-H-E, the. La means none, none but Him. This is the purity we will have at heart. There's none but Him to help us. So this is the worshipping base. Without this base, there's no worship. I seek God's help, there is none but Him. This is worshipping. No associations I will make for Him. I will not set up partners to Him, and there is no equivalent to Him. I will not set up partners with Him, and I will not associate things with Him. And there's none but Him to help me whenever I think about prayer, whenever I think about worshipping God. So Allah means the none but Him. After that, do not associate partners with Him. This is the basic understanding about our life with respect to godliness or attainment of our will and wish by the help of God. So this is a clear victory for you. If you possess the powers of God, then you can attain anything in this world. What you are going to attain is whatever you have as wish in your heart. Heart means not the physical pumping station, but the heart is the mind. And mind has got two parts. One is the soul, another is the mind. Mind is always clubbed together with the soul, and we are talking about soul and mind without differentiating, understanding what these two words mean. Soul means the inner heart that cannot be seen, that houses your wish, that houses your will, that houses His command as your will and wish. This is what you will be following all through your lives. And towards that, you have to progress. Your promise of tomorrow, that's what you want about tomorrow. Anytime when you are living, every moment of your life, you are thinking about the next moment, not about the present moment. You are enjoying certain things while it is superfluously coming to you as your good things, that you start enjoying it for a very short while. After that, you begin to think about your future. Normally, we are facing our future. We are living only for the future, not that we are living today, or we are not concerned about what the life that passed by. The life that passed by is not our concern at all. The life to come is our concern. The present life is going on already, and I'm not in the making of the present life. So tomorrow is also not within me, within my limits, within my ability, but it is with the God's favor. I begin to understand today, if I have to gain the victory, avail anything that I wish for, it is only from God. Unless you have the inclination towards the godliness, you have no powers from Him, you have no favors from Him. The promise still remains within you until such time you incline towards the godliness. What are the God's powers with me? What are the God's powers? My quality of a human being. That is all the qualities of God. That is the godliness becomes my conscience, and that conscience houses your godliness within you. Seek from God to strengthen your godliness, to ascertain that the godliness is going to give you whatever you require, whatever you need, your need about your future, whatever God has given you of the future from Him as blessing and mercy. In abundance, He is giving to you whatever you want, and in abundance, we feel that we want more and more every moment. This is, in short, that what our heart wants. Again, the heart is not the pumping station, but the heart, the non material, the abstract heart, not the visible heart. Forget about the visible heart. If that abstract heart goes haywire, then my physical heart starts pumping without any uh, coherence to my thought, without any liveliness to it. It starts beating aberrantly, and I feel the sickness in my heart. The heart falls sick when you don't believe, when you think that you have no ways to attain the wish in your heart. And your every effort based on your knowledge, when it is not yielding any fruits to you and all your resources are being lost, you become hopeless about your future. This is not the way that I will be living anymore in this world, but my life changes to a higher level. God has given you surely victory upon victory, and it is a very clear indication to you that your future is awaiting. Giving your nod, yes, I want godliness to help me, not your knowledge. Your knowledge has not availed you anything in the past or the present, and there is no hope for the future with your knowledge if only you give more and more consideration to your knowledge and your life that has passed by, that is presently going on with you. There is every clear indication, unless you avoid your knowledge, there is no way for your tomorrow. What your heart wishes is something must be helpful to you towards gaining this wish within me. That wish is given to you in an abstract form, not any of the physical form that any of your special senses would appreciate it. But we think that my special senses, whatever it appreciates is my knowledge, whatever it could appreciate is what I require. No, your health is your need. Can you perceive it in abstract manner, or you can receive it by your tactile sensations, by your physical senses? It is absolutely impossible to feel my health. To feel my ill health, again, it is not possible. I can see the destruction of my ill health. I can see the destruction of the evil energy and destroying my internal organs, external organs, and I am not able to function in the normal way I could function. If if ever I am healthy, whatever I could do, I am not able to do it now. Learn from your past and learn from your present. It is not in your hands that you can live through your life in the future. This is the first verse of the chapter 48. Surely we have given you a clear knowledge about nothing, what you will be gaining, everything from whom? From God. How? With the godliness that you wish to possess. Is every single beautiful quality God has. He has already inspired you with that blessings. This is the way towards your future. This is the way to undo the past evils that you had committed, and this is the way to stand in the straight path so that there is no way that you will be losing anything from your heart. So, this is a sure indication, a high possibility that you will be elevated in ranks by the magnanimous. You will be noteworthy, and he promises you with this noble quality that you will be rising above everyone, above the ground level, heaven to the heavenly loftiness, and because of your high mindedness, you will not become a based one, you will not be a base born. Here is your life now, starting to befit tomorrow's beautiful life. What are we going to gain today? We are going to gain today that your belief will take you to a higher level. Mind will be lifted to lofty levels. You will never be a common man anymore. And it is plain to you that God has taken every to set you on the righteousness, relieve you from the path of error. This is the way God has ordained upon us. Look up to me, look forward to me. Your line is very clear. Your pathway is so beautiful all the way until you depart this world. Here is the way that Allah gives you the meaning of your life. There is no other life other than this. Right your path in righteousness, that righteousness is your qualities. That quality is godliness. So, what are the godliness that you will possess today? When God gives you certain things in your mind about your future, that is beautiful. You want a beautiful life. Describe a beautiful life, beauty or life, then combine together as beautiful life. Can you describe by way of your linguistic expressions? I can only feel. So your life is feeling, though the entire body frame is given to you. It is not at all applicable to your heartfelt feels, the feelings that you have. Everything is to be abstractly perceived. It is not to be tactile. It is not to be appreciated by your five physical senses. The whole body is functioning on five physical senses, but it is being conducted by the mind. The mind goes first and the body follows next. Without mind proceeding, the body will not proceed even an inch ahead of or an inch behind you. It cannot move at all. It will be standing still if your mind is blocked. You will become insane. You will be like no unsound person. You will not your having your mind functioning towards a better future. Now mind is if my mind has to work, I have to believe in whatever has been given to me as a favor from God. I will be attaining certain or most of the things are even much higher than whatever I have been given. This is how I am aiming my future to be. And this future is going to be in the best possible manner, even beyond your limits of imaginations. So imagine in the path of God. Don't imagine on lines of your knowledge. Imagine in the path of God. Never bring in your knowledge to the future and start about it, imagining, supposing your future. It is absolutely going to be a wasteful expenditure of your energy and time. Make full use of your life from this moment. The life is about tomorrow. The tomorrow's life is not in your hands. Based on my knowledge of the past and the present, it was not in my hands, and whatever has passed by in the past and whatever is going on now, it's not in my hands. And so, whatever is going to be in the future is not in my hands. Your body is given only as a test unto you, a beautiful test that your body is useless. Your mind is upbringing your status. Your mind is conducting your body, and your body is a slave to the mind. If only you are mindful, you have the masterliness over your bodily organs and its activities. You have full control. The same mind, the mind is an invisible force. The mind is a guidance for your entire future. And whatever you are going to gain in the future is based on the belief that you have in the mind. Are you going to be a believer, or you're going to be a person who believes in your efforts and knowledge, so that you will say that you are confident enough to achieve certain things? Confidence is based on your knowledge, and knowledge is no good at all. You are not attained anything by your knowledge, and you are not going to attain anything victorious about tomorrow. So, what is your job now? Don't use the word confidence. That means you have not yet been born in this world with the godliness that God has endowed with. You have left off the godliness totally, or you have forgotten the godliness totally, and you have no faith in godliness at all. What is godliness? The best of human qualities. The best of human qualities are from the God, and He is the best of everything. He is the most merciful, He is the most beneficent, He is the ample giving, He is the most generous, He is most forgiving. He is oft returning to you. Everything in superlative qualities belong to Him, and that He delivers it to you as the best of qualities. Keep it with you. I am with you. If you are not keeping it with your goodliness, godliness, the holiness, then you are away from me, though I am with you. You will not become proud before me that you don't require me. You can be on your own based on your knowledge. People mostly think that their knowledge is going to survive them in the future. It is not so. If your knowledge is going to survive your future, make you survive in your future, then why are you suffering today? You are gaining anything of your beautiful feel that you have in your life about your tomorrow. Start undoing your evil today. Whatever you have possessed, whatever you have gained as your diseases, as your ill fortune, try to remove it with your knowledge. But through your knowledge, you have gained all this evil. You have earned all this evil only through your means. Try to remove everything, let alone what you are going to achieve as glorious things about your future. You have nothing to earn anything, and you have got everything. Whatever you have earned of the evil, try to undo it and try to master over it, try to control it even, or remove a percentage of your sufferings from whatever you have earned. Then what are you going to gain? More and more suffering. Every day you are living only to gain beautiful tomorrow, but every day you are losing about the beautiful tomorrow, and you are slipping into ugliness. That beauty is ebbing away from you, receding from you, going far away from you, and you are not going to even taste in your imagination level even that whether you will have a beautiful tomorrow, a merciful tomorrow. If you want a beautiful tomorrow today, become a believer in the mercy of God. God is going to forgive you from all your sins and from all your evils that you are going through. And He is the one who will put you on top of your glory, on top of your glorious moments. He is awaiting that you will turn to Him, and He is oft returning to you. Repent for your past, but stop imagining your future and start appreciating the liveliness you have in your heart. Whatever you require of your future is a beautiful future. That's it. You cannot express it by means of words. You cannot imagine by means of your all your senses. It is impossible for you to assess tomorrow, but you can enjoy when the tomorrow blossoms before you. Or you can suffer when the tomorrow is gloomy. You are suffering today. Try to remove the suffering using your knowledge. It is impossible. That is sufficient for your glorious victory. I become humble before God. I will not boast myself that I have knowledge. I have medical knowledge, I have scientific knowledge, I have financial knowledge, I have my profession, I can earn money and I can do whatever I want. It is not going to help you. If you think it is going to help you, try to remove the evils you have earned until this moment. It is impossible. It is impossible. If you understand this impossibility, you will turn to God for your future. You will not hold yourself responsible for your future. It is not lying in your hands, your hard work. Nothing is going to help you. Why I am repeatedly telling you is because this is the way of our life. This is what we are believing in. Hereafter, we will not believe in our knowledge and our efforts and our hard work. Hard work makes you tired, but you want a blissful life, tireless life. And this world is not to be tiresome or tiring you. Until I am retiring, this type of life, this method of life, I don't want. Technology shifting from the external senses to the perception of internal resources. I begin to explore my internal resources for my perception, comprehension, and understanding. I want to comprehend and perceive before even I suffer. I don't want to understand, suffer, and then learn and try to behave nicely. It is the waste of time. Most of my time will be lost in suffering. Though I am gaining a little from the relief of suffering, I have not yet gone into the beautiful future. Having the suffering, earning the suffering first, and then getting relieved of the suffering is what I am thinking. I am leading a healthy life. No, suffering free life, then your life is further improving. It is not improvising, newly born every moment to taste the blissful life without the taste of any sufferings. So we have not yet started living until this moment because we have been suffering. We are deathward, grave, and partly on the shore, partly on the land, living very haphazard manner, hazardous manner, struggling to survive. This life is not given to you as a promise from God. So the first sentence, surely we have given you a clear victory that will increase its victory upon victory. This is the clarity God has given you. If only you had understood whatever we have listened until this moment, the life is not in your hands. If you think the life is in your hands, you are terribly mistaken. And the mistaken part is our mainstream life in this world. Don't follow the people. If you follow the people, majority of the people are in the path of error, so you will lose your life forever to come. You will not be living in this world with the promise God has ordained upon you, blessed upon you. You will be suffering, and then there is a relief from the suffering that you call health. It is not so. I will be increasing in my health. That is the healthy life. So, who has this kind of life now? No one. You don't. If you believe in it, then you have to remove your confidence based on your knowledge, past knowledge, but you believe in the future, which is to be blessed by God. That blessing is first is the belief. Believe you will be having a better life. Believe you will be having good life. Believe you are going to have the best of all lives. So a better life means you will be free from the suffering. You will lead a good life. Presently, without suffering, I am living. You will lead the best life because this is what God has promised for you. If only you have the godliness, I believe I will have the godliness within me for victory upon victory. I believe I have godliness. That godliness is I am forgiving people. That godliness is first thing, I will not associate anyone or anything to God. Will I associate anyone, any partners to God now? When I believe in God and I worship God, and that worshipping means there's none but Him, I am totally surrendering to Him. Allah means that there's none but Him. There's none but Him. That's all. Allahu, the none but Him. So this is the basic understanding before worshipping God. And this is like I am honoring Him. There's nothing, no one for me except you. Allah is pleased with you. The none but Him is pleased with you. The none but Him is Allah. Use the word Allah. Most Muslims do not know the meaning of Allah. They only worship a sound call. Sound, Allah, the sound. Don't worship the sound. Understand the meaning of it and then try to in the path of God. And God is taken full powers over you. And God is conducting you all the way till the end of your life. And God is conducting you even today. It is not in your hands what you have earned today until this moment. It is from Him. Whatever is measured for you, for good and for bad, whatever you have earned is bringing you good for good and evil for evil. But mostly Allah forgives you, the none but He forgives you. Before even you pray to Him, without even your prayer, He is most merciful, favoring you with all the benevolence He has. He is most generous one. He is the noblest one. He makes you understand, makes you feel that His promise will come true because He is a performer of His promise. You have not sought forgiveness from Him all your life. In comparatively better life, this is from the most gracious. But whatever you do, you have the evil best in your heart. It is ingrained into your heart. All the evil and all the indecencies have been ingrained into your heart from the birth. You have become an adulterated person. You are a corrupt person. And I don't believe in removing my corrupted mind, and I enjoy my corrupted mind. I believe that only in indecency I have best of enjoyments. Despite this, God is making you live as a human being. He makes you pose before others as a human being. He forgives most of your sins, even without your asking for it. He is most generous, if you understand. Though you are increasing your indecencies in your in the heart of your hearts, you are believing in your knowledge, then His wisdom and power. God is merciful on you because He has got big span of lifetime, 100 years, 110 years, 80 years, 90 years. Until such time, He slowly gives you the power of understanding, perception. That quality is important for you more than the quantity that you have as physical means. Your physical body, your physical quantum, and your possessions of wealth and properties, that quantum in everything in shape and form and sizes and materials, and the matters doesn't matter with Him at all. Quality is your physical, your mental quality is important for Him, not physical structure. But we believe in physical structures rather than mental distinguishing capacity. We must be distinguishable. Then you must have a discrete position within you to differentiate all the time between right and wrong. I am a righteous person now, or I am a wrong person. I know I am a wrong person. I have bad qualities within me, or I have godliness within me. Definitely, I am unholy. No, I am an unbeliever. Where am I now? I should have been dished for all this. I have been treacherous, and I have been betraying my godliness, and I am posing differently as a good person outwardly, but inwardly I am an evil person. God sees everything. God knows everything. What you possess deeply inside is most powerful. It will destroy the entire world if you are evil. It can make the world full of blossoming nature if only you are so good inside of you. Despite this, and determine an appointed time of 80, 90 years, before you are being captured. Until such time, He forgives you. God is most merciful, God is most forgiving, most kind, and I am living through by His performance. This is ascertaining His presence in me. I am still living despite all my treacherous attitude, despite all my ugliness within me, despite all my presentation outwardly as a good person, cheating the entire public, cheating myself. With all this, if I know that I am a wrong person, God knows even better than me who I am. I am most evil. If I find that I am evil in God's understanding, God's perception, I am the most evil. Everyone is most evil, but still the life is going on as if nothing is happening in the wrong way. This is the word of God. He is kind towards human beings. He is merciful and is generous. This is sufficient enough to prove that God is on your side until the moment comes. So don't do the evil things. That means don't possess any evil things in your heart. That means don't go away from godliness. That means keep seeking godliness in you, whether you possess it or not, whether you're able to deliver it or not outwardly when you are living with the people, when you are publicly coming out, if you are coming out with holiness or unholiness. And seek from God that protect me from your holiness. I call him, oh, your holiness. With your holiness, you protect me. With your holiness, you make me survive. Let me stand as a model before others as person with good conduct. And the conduct is conducting me throughout my life. My ability lies in my conduct. In my ability is lying in my believing in more and more of that holiness, surviving in me, presence strengthened by the time. So I am with God and God is with me. I am with the godliness, Allah is there with you, and He gives you this particular belief that there is none but me can help you. I am with you. There's none to beat you. There is no harm in your near future. Definitely, you are going to survive above everyone else, more in a more beautiful manner, in a blissful atmosphere, and the nature will be surrounding you. It will be embracing you in the best manner possible because God conducts the entire nature around you. God conducts the heavens and the earth for you, and He brings down the heavens down to, to the earth below your feet so that you can enjoy the nature all around you from above down to your feet. So it is from Him that you are going to lead your life from this moment. Allah says, there's a beautiful life ahead of you, and that's a victorious life, and I will increase you in victory upon the victory will be coming and will be embracing you. And you will be starting to live a blissful life from this moment onwards. Shun your knowledge. I already pardoned your past. I'm already forgiving you, and I have not forgotten you about your future. I will deliver it to you because I am a performer of my promise. And if only you are grateful to me, show your faith to me, show your thanks to me, definitely I will be giving you more with my generousness. Which of these we will deny? In the second verse of chapter 48, God says, for you I have forgiven your past. All your past evil works I have forgiven. And I know what you have sent forth for your future, and that I have removed. Today brings evil woman upon me, and what I had sent forth, awaiting, what I am awaiting is the evil days. I have forgiven everything for you, because you have sense to understand when you are suffering, you have the ability to understand and correct yourself. I have placed a sense of perception in you, and I don't want to undo it unless you outstrip it. Don't be outsmarting yourself. Don't think that for all your evil contacts that you are surviving, it is because of a mercy you are surviving. Show your thanks to me now. Time is passing by. Before the time comes, surrender to me. I am the one. There is none but me to you. So God is making you survive, and He is giving you enough strength when you suffer from your own evils, which has already been ordained. For evil, you will have to reap the evil. For your good deeds, definitely Allah is going to reward you. The none but Him makes you suffer, the none but Him rewards you. So you will be rewarded for justly for your activities and actions, and still whatever you are having, harboring in your mind as innate qualities, let it be good one. You will not be robustly high-handed and think that you are only going to gain good in the future. Never be optimistic when you are pessimistic to yourself. The rewards despite your all evils, because He is the most forgiving treatment, and He has absorbed you in His embrace, favor and kindness. Don't underestimate it and don't take Him for granted. Definitely, we are suffering because of our evil qualities. We have surpassed the limits of endurance of Allah, and then He makes you taste a bit of whatever you have earned with all your evil nature. Now I am beginning to feel my ill health within me. So many organs are being affected. I am feeling the pains. Now I begin to understand what has caused this to me. You can never understand whatever the reason behind it, only God knows. Because your evil qualities have earned this evil nature. It is transformed your beautiful nature to a evil suffering. This suffering must go. This is what you feel today, and it is with Allah, whether to make you a believer, and thereafter He will guide you towards your relief from your sufferings, and thereafter He cure you totally of your sufferings by mending you here. The more you repent for your evil nature, the greater is the mending, and the amended mind becomes uncorrupted mind. Now you feel free to lead your life in the best way possible. Allah has granted you this, and He is waiting until your appointed time is over. Until such time, He is graceful. If only you are thinking and you are reflecting, pondering everything that you feel in your heart at this moment, evil and good things, suffering and relief. I am feeling very healthy, and I am feeling very ill. Ailing. What is ailing you today is your heart. It is all set to live in a very bad shape. And if your mind is evolving, it is all set to lead a beautiful life tomorrow. What are you going to choose? Let the choice be with God. Oh Allah, now we are praying to Allah. Oh Allah, the none but you. Let me not associate anyone to you. No partners I will associate with you. And you will grant me pardon, even if I had done so. Definitely, my heart is not that pure enough to believe only you, and you know that well. And I still have life ahead of me. My physical nature is slowing down. I am growing old. Older, as I am growing, I am losing all my external sensibilities, sensations. So my five spiritual senses are dying. Now my internal wisdom is gaining strength. It is time now. My wisdom is gaining strength and my knowledge is weakening. This is my time to involve myself in the holiness. In your under your guidance, I want to imbibe all your holy qualities. Not be suffering anymore with my ill conduct and evil qualities in me. In my wisdom over my knowledge, my health over my ailing knowledge. My health and my knowledge are together. The more I believe in knowledge, my health goes down. The more I believe in my wisdom, that is the qualities of Allah, then I am improving. Whether you have to believe in the righteousness or you have to believe in the path of error, righteousness. Who taught you this? Who taught you what righteousness means? It is a feel, a grand feeling, an all perceiving feeling. It cannot be written in words, it cannot be expressed by mouth. It is to be felt. Apart from your five special senses, the inner sight, the insight is most important to revere that godliness is the only superior force that will bring me out of my misery, that will clear all my evils out of me, so that my diseases are warning, worn out, and it is in the waning period. All my diseases will go out one day. I will step out nature to the beautiful nature Allah is creating every moment for me. So my future is blissful if I am thankful. If I show my thanks to God that my knowledge superior to your wisdom, my knowledge has earned evil, and your wisdom, that is the godliness, that is your forgiveness, have delivered me out of my troubles and delivered me out of my all evils. And it is delivering me out of my knowledge. That is a grand understanding, perception that I have as of now. Improve me in my standards of understanding who God is and what godliness is. Definitely, I cannot see you, so there is no God that I am seeing in person, but there is godliness I can perceive. This is possible if only I am grateful to whatever I am living as a healthy life, and whatever I have been suffering, it is not that much trouble to me because I am able to live with the godliness intact. So I am able to live the godliness. I am able to live my sufferings. The godliness is supreme in power. So whatever evil I have earned, the supreme power overrides it. I am able to outdo it, and I have the strength to withstand my evil, withstand my ailing body, withstand my suffering qualities. The ill qualities, the evil qualities, though I am suffering with it, I am able to overcome it, overpower it because of the godliness. I have my understanding, my learning ability still with me that quality is important than the quantity of processing out of this worldly pleasures and worldly health. And the wealth and the pleasures that I am receiving in this world, it is not the life that I will be wishing for tomorrow, but it is a godliness and His mercy and His abundance and His generosity, His nobility is, and His performance upon me is important. Within me, outside of me, and above and below, in the heavens and the earth, me in the way that it will give me pleasure. The victory upon victory is lying in this that you will be abandoning, deserting your knowledge to gain the wisdom and strength of Allah, the qualities from Him. So show your thanks to Him by biting on others, not spreading calumny on others, not by showing your anger, contempt for others. They may have done so many evils on you. They might have given you lots of sufferings in your life. They might have stood before you in the path, hindering all your possible improvements, and they would have caused well-being. So many things they might have done, but you forgive them as God forgives you. If you follow God, keep forgiving the people. Don't have hatred against the people, and stubbornly stand for the righteousness. Don't become an obstinate rebellion against the godliness. All these things God is He is hearing, observing everything about you. He is all comprehensive, and He is competent over all things. Never lose sight of Him. Bold that against godliness you can perform your rites here. You can perform only the rituals and rites. You cannot win your right for you. This is for your understanding that the first sentence of the 48th chapter, number 1, definitely, surely we have given you a clear victory. God says we, and He is not standing aloof from you. When He speaks to you, He says we, that He is with you. So He addresses Himself in plural. But whenever you gain certain things from God and godliness, you start boasting that you have earned, I have earned. When God says we and He gives from Him to you and make you a glorious one before others, you become proud and removing God, standing separately from God, you say, I have earned this. This sort of pride should not enter your heart. If you want a clear victory, and your victory should be based on the godliness, and you will be ever faithful to Him, show your gratitude to Him. Faith means showing my gratitude to Him, not a further belief or a strong belief. Faith means showing my faith, faithfulness to Him. Showing my thanks to Him. God is ever receiver of your faith. Showing your faithfulness to Him. Show your gratitude to Him. Show thanks to Him. He is a receiver of thanks. He is an appreciator of thanks. Appreciating and He is embracing you from all around. No evil will touch you at any point of time. So in this, we pray to God, oh God, it is your assurance that you will give me victory upon victory. I am abiding by your conduct. I am abiding by your ordainment. I want you to help me by delivering your holiness as my qualities and conduct me in righteousness and straight path. Definitely, my life is changing from this moment. I will not believe in my knowledge. I have lost my confidence. I lost my hope. I believe you, and I will in showing my faith and thanks to you for all good things that you provided, and for evil things, whatever I am still having as my evil qualities, definitely I rely on you. I put my trust in you that you have taken me on your side. And you will not leave me as long as I am thinking about you and showing my gratitude to you. So all glory be to you, the most honored one, the most noble. And my life starts today. Our life starts today with God, not my life and your life, our life.